someone says, okay, I'm going to get in shape, and they buy P90X, right? And then they're looking at this 3-page printout of 90 workouts they have to do, where you're like, or you could go for a walk around your block tomorrow. Don't time it. Walk 6 telephone poles down and come back. You know, it's that idea of once you begin, things become quite easy as you build that momentum. But we set such big, lofty goals. It's like when you have a kid that's overweight, he's on day 1 of his journey, and he decides he's only going to follow on Instagram The Rock and Rich Frowning.
He's screwed.
He's completely screwed, you know? And that's when we're dealing with, as you know, with all the work that you've done and this idea that like chronic obesity, or what we call diabesity, things like that. I mean, it's literally going to bankrupt the nation. So we need to figure out a better way to get this message across of like, general, normal, middle of the road health and wellness is quite simple, but it's become convoluted, and because of marketers really, but it's become so convoluted where you think that you're either going to be Rich Frowning or you're going to be the 300-pound person watching Netflix every day and eating ice cream. We don't glorify normal people. Like, we need to start glorifying normal people. That's how I feel, you know, because they get left in the dust.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, I couldn't agree more. You know, that the greatest people I ever met are not great in comparison to what society would, you know,
Exactly.
they're not The Rock, you know, they're, I would say, you know, the greatest person that I ever met, you know, is, and you know, no disrespect to my mom, but I'm impartial to my dad.
Mm-hmm.
But both of my parents, you know, those are the greatest people that I ever met, by far. I mean, they taught me everything. I owe everything, and they're still supportive. My mom is still bragging, you know, through her mask, you know, at the grocery store to the clerk that doesn't give a shit about who her son is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My parents are still talking me up, and I couldn't agree more. There's a lot of these people that are, you know, common everyday people that are, you know, construction workers, custodians. They work at some small tech startup company that's not going to be the next Apple or whatever, but they're a good mom. They're a good strong human being. And I would imagine you probably do something similar. When I help people and somebody's like, man, I don't have the fortitude. I just don't have that discipline that you have. I say, what?
Yeah.
You kidding me? I have 2 kids. You got 4 kids.
Right.
And you're taking them to baseball practice. Like, you're doing, like, I'll list out the stuff that they do in a day. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, it's not blowing smoke up their ass. This is real world stuff that they do. They show day in and day out, they have the ability to do these things. And it's like, man, like, you're kind of not paying attention, because you actually are a hero. You actually are a badass. You're following through on a lot of stuff. I just don't think you're giving yourself, you know, credit for it.